dance and stomp. Woo! Now brother, can't you see? I got the victory. Stomp. Woo! What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. I am back with the new video. I'm so happy to be back with a new video, man. I've been gone for like 2 weeks, but I had to get it together, get it right. But y'all know I am here representing R&B soul the right way, the authentic way. But I know y'all probably like, wait a minute, JR, you came in with a gospel song. But this gospel song crossed over in 1997, and it was getting played on R&B, hip-hop stations, all that. And it was just like, yo, like, this song was huge. Like, Kirk Franklin changed the game with this record. Like, yes, he did. And, you know, I came in with this song because, you know, I'm kind of going through some things right now. And, you know, anytime I'm going through things and I really need to speak to God, the first thing I do is I put on R&B. I'm not R&B. I put on gospel music. And I just had it on. And, you know, I was going through a lot of songs. And, you know, it was, you know, I feel like me and, you know, God was having a connection with each other. And then when this song came on, and it just brought me back. And it was just like, whoa, I just remember when songs like this crossed over on the radio. And it was like, wow, you know, we had, you know, R&B was really, really like the driving force during this time on the, you know, on the radio. But then we had like gospel that was really, really starting to cross over. And definitely during this time, you know, we need songs like this. You know what I'm saying? We definitely need records like this, you know what I'm saying, especially with all that we're going through in the world, you know what I'm saying. And I'm like, you know, the last song that I remember really that really had a big crossover, and this is in my opinion, I could be wrong, is The God in Me by Mary Mary. I remember hearing that joint in the club and people just bopping to it, you know what I'm saying. And it's like, yes, you know, I appreciate what, you know what I'm saying, what the, you know, this generation is enjoying. They want to party, they want to turn up, I understand. But also there needs to be a balance. And I felt like songs like Stomp in 97 was a balance of what, you know, we needed to hear. And I feel like we need that right now. And especially everything that's going on in the world, I felt like, you know, we need a record like this. So I was like, you know what, you know, even though, you know, I'm going through something, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's a message and it's a positive message, and I feel like we need a lot of that that's being played on mainstream radio and really being pushed. I feel like we need people like that. And I could be wrong, but if I'm wrong, just put it in, you know, the comment section. Let me know, like, yo, JR, this song is hot right now, and things like that. And just let me know, you know what I'm saying? Then I can add it to my playlist. But forget all that. Not really forget all that, because I ain't about to diss God. No, because I don't want my camera messing up or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know why we here. I am here for this week current R&B bangers. Now, if you're new to Junior's World of Soul and you're a new subscriber, current R&B bangers is just a platform for unsigned and signed artists that just deserve their music to have, you know, have some shine. You know, right now R&B on the radio or being promoted is not the thing, and everybody's thinking it's dying, but it's not. It's here. It's alive and well. It just doesn't get played. And I feel like, for me, I'm an R&B lover, and I feel like everybody is out here complaining about, you know, R&B is not selling, and what is this, and complain about what's going wrong and all this, but people are not creating platforms. So I felt, for me, I'm a lover of R&B music, and I'm like, I don't like the way mainstream is doing it. So I said, you know what, I'm going to use my platform, and every week I'm going to give you from 4 to 6 bangers that deserves to have shine, and just going to prove that R&B is alive and well. So that's what really current R&B bangers is about. Let's get into this, because I got 5 dope bangers for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully you enjoy it. Like, normally I would say, yo, call your radio station, but no, stream. Stream is it right now. You just gotta face it. You gotta move with the times. It's not about calling your radio stations and letting them play it all the time. It's not that anymore. People just go online and listen. So we need streaming. R&B really needs streaming. So I really recommend everybody stream these songs that I tell you, or stream any R&B music. So you know, people like Spotify and Apple Music can say, oh, all this streaming from R&B. R&B is really doing it. And maybe the labels are hearing, and maybe, you know, R&B can start getting the respect it deserves, because it damn sure ain't dead. So anyway, let's get into these. The first is starting with my girls that I feel like with the Warmack sisters are starting, you know, the women empowerment groups again. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, in the 90s, that's what really pushed R&B to really be mainstream, because we had a lot of male and female R&B groups. It was so many to choose from. It's like now we don't have it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, the Warmack sisters and my girls, the Shindellas, like, they are representing what we kind of need right now. And empowerment, especially for women, it's needed right now. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the Shindellas are definitely like the in vogue. I really feel like we're missing a group like that. And I feel like the Shindellas are really, really it. And I feel like, what is their name? Chuck Harmony and Chloe Kelly are like, you know, the Denzel Foster and Thomas McElroy to the Shindellas. You know what I'm saying? Because Denzel Foster and Thomas McElroy were like the producers and the, you know, the creators of En Vogue. And I feel like this is what these guys are doing for the Shindellas. And I think they're so dope. I talked about them for maybe the past 3 videos. I think I talked about them. They didn't even have a song, and I just talked about them because I really, really like what the Shindellas is doing and what they really stand for. But the 3 girls, they are all, it's based out of Nashville. I'm not sure where all the girls are from, but if you don't know their names, the name is Stacy, Tamara, and Casey, if I'm pronounced, or Cassie. Hopefully I'm pronouncing her name right. But they are just dope. Again, I talked about 2 of their songs on Current R&B Bangers. This is the first one when I was introduced to them, and this was the first joint that I talked about, and here's Reconsider. Respect. No. Sex. Woo. Woo. That's funky right there. Like, so when I first heard this song, I was like, wait a minute, who is these girls? Like, this song is dope. You know what I'm saying? It definitely gives you the 60s vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I like it. And then it was very empowering for women. They letting them know, like, if a man ain't treating you right, you need to just move on. He gotta love you just like you love sex. And I think that's just so powerful. And I was like, okay, these girls is dope. So then they came out with their second single, which is becoming a favorite of mine of the year. And it just came out about a month ago, but I play it every day. I love this joint. I talked about this on, I think, 2 Current R&B Banger videos ago. And it's entitled, Ain't That the Truth? And this song is just it, y'all. So here we go. Na 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 do. Na 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 do. He ain't gonna love you. Na 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 do. Ain't that the truth? Woo! Woo! I'm acting like I'm on Shane Day. What y'all know about that? But with that song, very, very, it's all about women empowerment. Like, that song right there is dope. And they letting you know we ain't all bitches and hoes. We ain't some strippers on poles. Like, I like that. But the harmonies, like, these girls is dope. So I was like, yo, I am a fan. Like, I've been, you know, hitting them on their social medias, letting them know I'm such a fan. And, you know, I'm just, anytime they're bringing out something, I'm like waiting for it to come out. You know what I'm saying? So they said on the 5th of October. They was like, we got a new joint coming out, and they was entitling it Happy to See You. Now, they gave us a snippet, and I was like, I love it already because I love the harmonies. One thing, if you're going to be a group, make sure the harmonies are good. And for me, the harmonies were dope on this record. So when I heard it, I was like, I'm hyped. And this song is a vibe. It's a vibe. Like, even though they harmonize and doing their thing, this song is such a vibe. And that's what I like about them. They are like showing different styles, you know what I'm saying? But they're remaining who they are. And that's what I love about them. And I'm such a fan of them. But this joint just came out, like I said, October the 5th. And this is the first joint on Current R&B Bangers from the Shindellas, entitled Happy to See You. Here we go. To see you, I'm so happy to see you. Woo! Happy to see you. Yeah, happy to see you. Oh, this song, man, is like I said, it's a vibe, and they just saying that, and it's like, you know what I'm saying, they talk in the middle. It's like a Diana, no, I don't like saying Diana Ross and the Supremes. And you know how Diana came in and she would talk, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is like this song. But I'm loving the vibe of this record, you know what I'm saying? And you know now, before then, it was all about female empowering and, you know, songs like Ain't That the Truth and Reconsider. But of course, they gotta show love to the fellas. You know what I'm saying? They have to. They gotta be versatile. It can't be all about, yo, women empowerment and women empowerment. I understand that's the movement, but sometimes you gotta show love to the fellas. You got fans. You know what I'm saying? You got men fans. So this song is dope. You know what I'm saying? And this is like a 6-minute song, yo. And it was just like, for me, I could just imagine them just pulling a guy out of the stage. It could be me if y'all playing in Maryland or something and I come see y'all, and pulling you out the stage and they just singing to you, and the harmonies are there and everything is, oh my God, like they will get you. And I just think, like I said, this song is such a vibe and I think it's dope. So I'm so happy for this record. But you know what's so crazy? They will get me from the beginning. Like listen, I played y'all just a little of them just saying happy to see you over and over again. But just listen to the beginning of this and they get you, and just listen to the harmonies. I will fall out. If they standing right in front of me doing that, I will fall out, like for real. Like just listen. Like I'm watch this. Happy to see you. Woo! Like just the beginning of them just doing that, just harmonizing in the beginning, it's like boom, they got you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I think this record is dope, y'all. Like listen, go listen to this song on any streaming platform that you're on. If you're Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, whatever. Happy to See You by the Shindellas. Even go listen to Ain't That the Truth, Reconsider. These songs are dope, yo, like for real. And I really like what they're standing for. You know what I'm saying? They're needed right now. You know what I'm saying? I tell them that all the time. I feel like they're needed, and I put them in the same category with the Warmack sisters. Like, we need groups. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that will also be a way to help R&B kind of get back into that mainstream, you know, shadow again, because, not mainstream shadow, maybe that's the wrong word, but mainstream, you know, shine, because if we have so many groups and we have, you know, these labels start pushing groups and really, and maybe that can help R&B get back to where hip hop is right now, you know what I mean? So I think this is dope. Again, the Shindellas, Happy to See You is the first joint on Current R&B Bangers. This is a vibe, y'all. Oh, man, I could talk about them all day long. I am such a fan of the Shindellas, like, for real. And I really like them. And I talked about the Warmax sisters on Current R&B Bangers before. So, listen, y'all, really, really go check these girls out because they are dope. All right, so the next one is from an R&B vet. I'm talking about Maxwell. Now, shout out to my INA sister, Elise, for getting a picture with Maxwell. She sent us that picture, and you know, he did a performance in North Carolina, and she went to the show, and she actually got a picture with him. So I thought that was dope. So I definitely had to give her a shout out since I'm talking about Maxwell. And but before then, I was hearing that Maxwell was doing some new music. So I was like, okay, I'm waiting for it because, you know, I haven't talked about him on Current R&B Bangers since Lake by the Ocean. And that was a minute ago. So I was just like, okay, what is Maxwell coming with? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And I am definitely a fan because, number one, he's from Brooklyn. And another thing, he's the offspring, in my opinion, to like the Al Green and the Teddy Pendergrass and the Marvin Gaye. And he kind of brought it into the 90s. You know what I'm saying? They put him into that neo-soul category. But I feel like he's the offspring. You know, it's all about the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Because if you listen to his albums like Embrya and you know, his first album, which is a classic, and it's all about the women. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't got a Maxwell joint on your playlist, something wrong. That's all I got to say. But he has a new joint. It's entitled Shame. And it has a nice beat to it, but again, you still get the Maxwell vibes to it. And I think it's dope. Definitely deserves some shine, so I definitely want to talk about it on here. So here's Maxwell with Shame, and this is the second joint on Current R&B Bangers. Here we go. I'm trying. Come on the beat in. Oh. Nice little joint. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, y'all know y'all ain't had to see my drink in the whole video. This is a nice little joint. You just move, you know what I'm saying? Got a nice little groove to it. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's dope. But again, it's definitely a Maxwell type of joint. And I think it's dope. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I feel like this song can be for, of course, it's for the ladies because he's saying we can do whatever, there's no shame. I feel like Maxwell has the joints for the fellas that we don't even have to talk. Just throw the song on, have a drink in your hand, and let Maxwell just talk to you. And by the end of the song, you good to go. You good to go. You don't need anything. You straight. You know what I'm saying? So I think this song is crazy. The beat is crazy. Like when I was playing it on my way home, like that bass was hitting in my car. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, this joint is dope. And I know Maxwell, when you come out with the video, it's going to be for the ladies. It's going to be all, you know, sexy and all that kind of stuff. It's probably going to be like you did with Till the Cops Come Knocking. So, But, yo, the joint is dope. Like I said, it's a nice beat, but it's still Maxwell. He didn't lose his artistic intelligence. And, God, man, I be getting tongue-tied with these words. Artistic intelligence. Like, he didn't lose it. You know what I'm saying? Integrity. I'm saying intelligence. Lord have mercy. I'm sorry, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I'm just bugging. But, hey, y'all know how we get down on here. But Maxwell, Shame, and it's on all streaming platforms. Check it out. Let's get his streaming numbers up. And that is the second joint on Current R&B Bangers. All right, so the next artist is from another R&B vet who is a part of the best-selling R&B boy group of all time. I'm talking about Boyz II Men, which is my favorite. And I'm talking about Shawn Stockman. Now, he was actually my favorite out of Boyz II Men, honestly, because he actually looked like my late cousin. And who I always call my brother, and I talked about him a lot on Junior's World of Soul. But he reminded us of him. So anytime we saw him, we'd be like, Desmond, that look like you, and he would get mad, but he knew it was the truth. So Shawn was always a favorite because he always looked like our cousin, but the brother can't sing. That's another thing. But y'all know Boys and Men got classic albums and singles for days. You know what I'm saying? We can be here all day long singing all that. Most time feeling back again. Going a little East Coast. Nah, I ain't with that. But yo, Shawn has a new EP out. He entitles it Shawn. It's smooth. It's definitely for the lovers. That's what I tell you. It's definitely for the lovers. My favorites on it is Been Too Long, Going, and Don't Spare My Heart, because what I didn't know about Shawn, and when I found out, he plays guitar. So this song, Don't Spare My Heart, definitely months ago, and yes, I'm late to the party because I could have been talked about this song, but like my brother Sid always say, better late than never. But Feelin Lil Som'n is clearly the one. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of like the, you know, when you have an album, you need a single to kind of push the album, and this song is it. Like he knew. You know what I'm saying? You And yeah, I may be 3 months late, but it's all good because I'm still talking about the album, but the song is dope. So here's the third joint on Current R&B Bangers. Here's Feelin Lil Som'n. Here we go. Then the beat come, just walk up like, then bring the beat in like this. Woo! That joint is smooth. It's a nice little smooth little joint. I like it. You know what I'm saying? And what I like, he riding the beat right. You know what I'm saying? He's not doing no extra stuff with his voice. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know, like, what does Shawn really have to prove? We know he can sing. So he got a nice beat. He riding it right. You know what I'm saying? And it's a dope joint. And I think this joint deserves shine. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm 3 months late, but this song still is fire. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here for it. I'm here for the EP. Y'all check out Shawn's EP. It's entitled Shawn. It's on all streaming platforms. Wherever you listen to your music, stream this album. Give Shawn some love because it is a dope EP. So that is Feelin Lil Som'n by Shawn, and that is the third joint on Current R&B Bangers. Alright, so the next one is coming from a dude that debuted it when I was in college. I was in college, and Back of My Lap was a major play for me. And I am talking about Jay Holiday. Trying to put you to bed. I think he did an interview where he was like, he don't even lie. I think he did it on You Know I Got Soul, which is a favorite website of mine. Check them out. But he ain't here for that song anymore. Respect. I mean, that's the song that kind of really puts you on. But I mean, hey, you can get sick of the song, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't. I'm gonna put you to bed. But yo, his album was dope. Like, I didn't even need to listen to Bed anymore. Like, Fatal was my joint, Suffocate, because that was the second single, Come Here, and Falling. Like, those were the major play. Like, even though I played the whole album, but those joints was dope, you know what I'm saying? And then I played that out on campus. And then he came out with Round 2 in '09, which I think deserves so much more shine than it did. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like the label really dropped the ball on this one. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that was better to me than Back of My Lap. You know what I'm saying? I think that was his debut. You know, you just getting your feet wet. You really don't know. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what single's going to work. You don't, you know what I'm saying? So, but this album, Second Round, was dope. Like, It's Yours, which was a single. Fall, Run Into My Arms, Make That Sound, okay? And Forever Ain't Enough. those joints I played, but like I said, I'm a body of work type of dude, so the album was dope, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like, it kind of fell on deaf ears, because I guess music again was changing. So it was like, you had '07 when it was like Dream was all over the place. So any song that he produced, everybody was loving. Then we got to '09, and then everything was changing again. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I guess they didn't know where to put Jay Holiday, I guess. And it kind of sucked, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, I'm not even going to front. I lost touch with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and lie and say, oh my God, I've been following him his whole career. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? After '09, I kind of went left. But in 2014, he came out with Guilty Conscience. I didn't even listen to that album until after 2007 when BBD came out with 3 Strikes, because they did the song Incredible, which I love to death. And I remember hitting my brother Sim, was like, yo, I love this song Incredible. And he was like, are you serious? Like, he was like, are you serious? And I'm like, well, yeah, I like it. Like, what's wrong with it? He was like, Jay Holiday did that song already. He sent it to me, of course. And he was like, yo, check out his album. He was like, check out his album and see what you think. So, of course, with me, you know, I did my research. I'm like, you know what? I'm not just going to listen to one song. I'm going to listen to the whole thing, even though Incredible is the first song on Guilty Conscience. But, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm going to listen to the album. This album is dope. Thinking About You is my shit. Miss Get Around. Home Record was like some Tyrone Davis stuff. And Come Back Home. And anytime, that kind of gives me a vibe of like Eddie Kendra's Darling, Come Back Home. So I was like, yo, Guilty Conscience was dope. And then he said it was like what he was going through for the past like 5 years. And then he said, you know, it was like a movie of what was going on in his life. And I thought the album was dope. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that I was 3 years late for it. You know what I'm saying? But the album was dope. You know what I'm saying? And I still got it on my playlist. You know what I'm saying? I'm still rocking to the songs. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm only a year in, but I still like the album. But, so, you know, when I was hearing that he was coming back with some new music, I was like, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see where he goes with it. And I just like the interviews that he's been giving, like the interviews that I've been watching him. He just like, you know, the problem is R&B ain't dying. The problem is it's just the way R&B artists is doing things now. You know what I'm saying? He's like, R&B artists are now becoming the people that help you do hooks and do this. And he was like, well, if we just go back and be like, forget that, then the rappers is going to realize they going to have to use samples, and we know how that go. People are getting sued left and right for samples, and you don't want to deal with that. So it's like, I like that. I like that he acknowledges that the fact that R&B is not dead. It's here. You know what I'm saying? It's just mainstream just not giving it love like it should. So the couple of interviews that I watched on You Know I Got Soul, he did on True Exclusives, he did an interview and all that. And I just think I like this. So when he was like, I follow him on his Instagram, and he was like, yo, I'm coming out with a new song, and you know, it was 25 to life. I was like, okay. So he came out with it. I think the joint is dope. It's funky. I was like, Jay Holiday, I'm rocking with this. So I said I was going to talk about this joint of current R&B bangers. So this is the 4th joint on this current R&B bangers. It's 25 to life, and this is by Jay Holiday. Come on. Woo! Nice little funky little joint right there. Like you can not, hey, I gotta grab my drink and just, come on, do a nice little bop to it. I think it's dope. You know what I'm saying? I think it's funky. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely different of what everybody thinks that Jay Holiday is going to come out with. Everybody is just going to go right to bed and think he's going to give you something like that. And no, you got to grow as an artist. But I still get J Holiday flavors from this. So I think the song is dope. Listen, I can't wait for the album, because if you giving me something like this, I can't wait for the album to come, because you brought the flavor on this one. So 25 to Life is on all streaming networks. Listen, come on, let's let J Holiday get a big hit with this joint, because he deserves it. This song is dope, and he's just dope, you know what I'm saying? So 25 to Life, that's the fourth joint on Current R&B Bangers. Alrighty, so we are at the last artist that I found on SoundCloud, because that's one thing that I do. If I'm going to talk about a lot of the people that are signed, you know what I'm saying? I talked about basically 4 people that are signed. I said, listen, I go on SoundCloud because I love SoundCloud, because I just love when people upload their stuff and they want it to be heard, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was jamming to these new uploads, you know what I'm saying? And this song came on and I was like, yo, this song is dope. Like, who is this? Because the beat got me, because the beat is different. The production was different. And it caught me. So I ran over to my computer and I was like, who the heck is this? And her name is Alexis Ray Parker. And I'm like, okay. Let me check her out. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about me. Like, if I'm going to talk about you on here, I do want to know a little bit about you. So a little bit of research that I found on her. She's from Arkansas. And she was born and raised there. And that's kind of what I do know. Like, I definitely follow her on her Instagram, her Twitter. And I'm putting in the more info box so y'all can follow her and, you know, all that good stuff. But I checked out her SoundCloud page, because it's hard kind of doing research if people don't do interviews and things, or if they're new. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of find them through their Instagram, their Twitter, and, you know, their SoundCloud. Yo, when I checked out her SoundCloud, she got bangers. Like, Nobody Else Knocks, Misunderstood Knocks, and a joint that she dedicates to her mother. That right there, and you can feel her on that record. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. When you want to talk about your mama, you're going to feel somebody on that record, and you definitely feel her. But like I said, what I really like about Alexis is her sound is different, but it's current. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely, it's like a breath of fresh air when somebody comes different, but they still current and they still have that kind of knock, but it's just different. You know how I can put it like this. When Aaliyah got with Missy and Timbaland, and it was just something completely different. It was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? What is this sound? And that's what I'm getting from Alexis. It's like, I'm like, yo, this sound is crazy. It caught me. You know what I'm saying? It's different. But the girl can sing. You can definitely hear it. You know what I'm saying? And I just think she did a thing on this. So the song that I caught her on is the song that she just uploaded like maybe 4 days ago, and the song is entitled Blow, and I like it because it's different, but again, it's dope. So here is Blow by Alexis Ray Parker. Here we go. I'm getting a good one on this. Here we go.
You know just how I want it. No extras, you can be on it. No, we don't need nobody else. Can't let you go, want it all to myself. I feel it. I want it. You got it. I'm on it. Don't tease me, just tease me. I need it. That I don't need no let go. Just do me good and let me go. I feel it. I want it.
Woo! Come on, that beat is so different, yo. Like, that beat is mad different, yo. That's why I was like, when I heard it, I was like, whoa, like, the production, and whoever did the production, I don't know who it is, but y'all dope, and the way y'all got Alexis riding the beat like that, it's just different. And I think it's just such a breath of fresh air when you have new artists come out and they different. It's like you don't want to be the same of what's being played on the radio. You want to come out different. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like her sound is different. You know what I'm saying? But it's still current. It still have that knock. Because that's one thing about this generation. They want to turn up. And I can understand that. But bring something different. And I feel like Blow is definitely different than what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely wanted to talk about this. This song definitely deserves shine. It's on her SoundCloud. It's not on, streaming platforms just yet. So I'm going to put all her social media information in the more info box, but I'm definitely going to put her SoundCloud page on so y'all can check out her other joints. But Blow it's the one, you know what I'm saying? So I had to talk about it. So that is the last joint of current R&B bangers. That is Blow from Alexis Ray Parker. All right, those are your 5 joints for the week. You know what I'm saying? We've been a little all over the place, but hey, listen, I've been gone for 2 weeks. I'm so excited just to be in front of the camera to talk to y'all and give y'all some good R&B bangers. So here's the 5 joints. Is the Shindellas with Happy to See You, Maxwell with Shade, Shawn Stockman with Feelin Lil Som'n, Jay Holiday with 25 to Life, and Alexis Ray Parker with Blow. Now, all these joints is dope. All of them are different. They don't sound the same. They still R&B, you know what I'm saying? People actually singing on these songs, you know what I'm saying? So it deserves to get shine just like every other one. But like I said, streaming is what it is right now. So all of these songs, please, y'all go stream. Wherever you go to the SoundCloud, go to, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, whatever you need to do. So these songs could definitely get shine because they definitely deserve it. Well, this again proves that R&B ain't going nowhere. It ain't. Please, when mainstream telling y'all it's dying, that's a lie. I just proved it. I just gave y'all 5 banging joints. You know what I'm saying? So don't let mainstream feed y'all all this mess because it's a lie and it's alive and well. And I'm just so glad that I'm back doing current R&B bangers. But I done kept y'all long enough. I'm gonna get up out of here. Since I came in with a gospel joint that crossed over, I feel like, won't I just leave with one? You know what I'm saying? I'm just so happy that the God's in me because it's like decisions that you can make, you know what I'm saying, in your life that can cause you to really, really go somewhere that you really don't want to go. So I'm so happy that, even though, you're going through things and things like that, and it's just like the God in you is just telling you, you know what, just move on because just people in life just not worth it. Just go on about your business, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? So I just thank you for, God being my protector. I tell you, because the decisions that I really wanted to make, we didn't even need to take it there. So I'm going to go out with Mary Mary's joint that I talked about coming in, that this joint was getting played in the club. It's crazy. It's a crazy beat, and it's just dope, and I love it, and I'm going to go out on it. So here we go. It's the God in me. It's the God in me. It's the God in me. Hey, it's the God in me. Hey, God in me. Think I'm so fresh. They think I'm so clean. They think I'm so sweet. It's the God in me. Woo! See y'all next week. Hopefully y'all subscribe. Junior's World of Soul. And I'm out. Peace.